Good morning students. Sai Ram. This session I am going to teach Science B. Children, you know you are having two science paper, Science A and Science B. So now I am going to teach Science B. The name of the chapter is chapter number 7. Name of the chapter is Energy Flow in an Ecosystem. So children, you had studied many things about the ecosystem already in your previous standard. So now we are going to study some more points about the ecosystem. Are you ready? So today's keywords are ecosystem, food chain, food web, energy pyramid. What is meant by ecosystem? What are the factors related to our ecosystem? Next one is the four different trophic levels of an ecosystem that we are going to discuss. And food chain, definition of food chain, definition of food web and examples also. And fourth one is energy pyramid. These all things we are going to discuss. Are you ready? Here I have given the definition of an ecosystem. An ecosystem is a community of living things, living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components. The non-living components. Okay. So of their environment interacting as a system. So what is meant by ecosystem? An ecosystem is a community of living organisms in conjunction with the non-living components. So community of living organisms with non-living components. That is an interacting as the system. That is called what? Ecosystem. An ecosystem means what? Living things and non-living things are interact each other. Okay. So children, observe this picture. Here many living things and non-living things are here. Okay. So you can, if you are observing this picture, you can get living things and non-living things are depends on each other. Both are interact each other. See here. Yes, this fish is living or non-living? Yes, living things. That will live what? It lives in the water. And at the same time here birds are already that is living things, and birds will live on trees are also what? Living or non-living? Yes, trees are living things, but if you want to grow a tree, grow a plant, we want what? Is soil is a non-living things. So this picture you can get a point that living things and non-living things are interact each other. Okay, and here is human, and here squirrel, and here dog are there. So next one is factors related to the ecosystem. There are two different factors that is related to the ecosystem. First one is biotic factor. Next one is abiotic factor. Bio means what? Yes, living things. So biotic factor means living things. That means example is what? Plants and animals. Plants and animals. Next one is abiotic factor. That means absence of living things. Means what? Absence of living things. That means non-living things. Example is what? Rocks, minerals, soil, etc. So there are two factors related to the ecosystem: biotic factor, abiotic factor. Biotic means what? Living things. Abiotic means non-living things. Few examples I have given here. Shall I go to next? Next one is, see here children, this slide I have given one picture. That picture contains some living and non-living factors of our environment. Okay, so see here many living things and few non-living things also there. That is, yes, these are the non-living things, water and wood. Okay. So now we will discuss about four different trophic levels of an ecosystem. So in an ecosystem contains four different trophic levels. First one is primary consumers, that is herbivores. Secondary consumers, carnivores. Apex or top consumers, that is also otherwise called as carnivores. Fourth one is omnivores, that means mixed consumers. So four different trophic levels name can you say? Primary consumers, herbivores. Secondary consumers, that means carnivores. Apex or top consumers, that is also carnivores. Fourth one is omnivores. That means mixed consumers. We will see one by one. First one is primary consumers, that means herbivores. First one is what? Primary consumers are heterotrophs. Primary consumers are heterotrophs that feed on producers. So primary consumers are heterotrophs means what? Yes, it depends on other organisms for their food. So primary consumers are heterotrophs that feed on producers. Producers means what? Producers means plants. Why we are saying plants are called producers? So with the help of the photosynthesis process, plants can make their food by themselves. That's why plants are called producers. So plants contain what? Plant cell contains one pigment. That pigment is called what? Yes, chlorophyll. With the help of the chlorophyll, in the presence of sunlight, water and carbon dioxide, these plants are preparing their food by themselves. That's why these plants are called producers. These plants are eaten by primary consumers. Okay, and secondary consumers feed on primary consumers. So producers are eaten by primary consumers. Primary consumers are eaten by secondary consumers. Shall we go to next? Here examples, some few examples I have given here: grasshopper and elephant. Secondary consumers. Next one is what? Secondary consumers. That means it is otherwise called as carnivores. These consumers use herbivores as their food. So these secondary consumers will eat primary consumers. Example is what? Owl, fox and frog. Okay. Apex are top consumers. Why we are saying these carnivores are apex? That means are top consumers. Why? See here, these consumers use herbivores and carnivores. That means these consumers will eat herbivores, at the same time secondary consumers also. Okay. No other animals. See here, no other animals feed on top consumers. That's why it is called what? Apex consumers. Example is what? Lion, tiger, etc. Yes, here I have given that picture of apex consumers. Next one is omnivores. Fourth one is what? Fourth trophic level is what? Omnivores. That means mixed consumers. These omnivores feed on herbivores and carnivores. So it will eat what? Herbivores also, at the same time carnivores. That best example is what? Yes, human. We are taking plants also, at the same time animals also for our food. Yes, we are taking chicken, mutton, that animal part also, no, animal parts. So that's why we are coming under omnivores. That means mixed consumers. Okay. So now we discussed about 4 different trophic levels of an ecosystem: primary consumers, secondary consumers, apex consumers and omnivores. Shall I go to next? Next one is food chain. What is meant by food chain? Interactions go on continuously between. So what is meant by food chain? Interactions go on continuously between producers, consumers and saprophytes. So the interaction between producers, consumers and saprophytes, there is a definite sequence in these interactions which is called the food chain. Okay, so that is what is meant by food chain. Interaction between producers. Producers already I have told, yes, plants. Interaction between plants, consumers. Consumers means what will come? Yes, primary consumers, secondary consumers and apex consumer. That means top. And saprophytes. Saprophytes means yes, microorganisms. That means decomposers. Fungi and microorganisms will come under these saprophytes. So that interaction between producers, consumers and saprophytes, there is a definite sequence in these interactions which is called the food chain. So now understood children what is meant by food chain? That interaction between three things, that is what? Producers, consumers and saprophytes. Okay. Now I will show you here one food chain. Yes, see here food chain, it will start from producers. First one is, yes, producers. These plants will get food, will prepare their food with the help of sunlight. Okay, that's why it is called what? Producers. And who will eat these producers? These plants are eaten by grasshopper. Here one example only I have given. Okay, grasshopper, and it is eaten by, this grasshopper is eaten by, yes, frog, and it is eaten by, this frog is eaten by, yes, frog is eaten by snake. This snake is eaten by eagle. That means it is, this one is what? Apex. So no one will eat, and after the death it will decomposed by decomposers. That means saprophytes. So the interaction between, see this food chain children, interaction between producers and this one is what? Consumers and saprophytes. That is called what? Food chain. Now tell me once again, the interaction between producers, consumers and saprophytes, that is called what? Food chain. So now see here children, these plants are preparing their food, so that energy is transferred from plants to this grasshopper. Okay, and who will eat this grasshopper? Frog. So it's getting energy from this grasshopper, and this snake is getting energy from this, yes, frog, and this one is getting energy from this snake. So the interaction between producers, consumers and saprophytes, it will decompose this dead body of this eagle. Okay, that's why it is called what? It is an example of food chain. Next one is food web. Each food chain consists of 4, 5 or more links. An ecosystem consists of many food chains that are interconnected at various levels. Thus, food web is formed. Here I will show you one example, easily you will get. Okay. Yes, children, see here. First one is what? Yes, producers. And this squirrel is getting food from these producers. At the same time, this also may get food from these producers, and rat also. And this grasshopper is eaten by this frog. This frog is eaten by this, yes, owl. At the same time, this frog is eaten by this snake. So get 2 or more food chains are interconnected. So finally it look like what? Yes, web like, that network like structure. So this is called what? Food web. An organism may be the prey for many other organisms. So here already I have told, yes, this frog, it is food for this owl, at the same time this snake also. So that only I have told here, an organism may be the prey for many other organisms. For example, an insect feeds upon leaves of various plants, but the same insect is the prey for different animals like lizards and birds. Okay. If this is to be shown in a figure, it will form an intricate web instead of a linear food chain. Such an intricate network is called a food web. So now understood now what is meant by food web. Food web means, see here, if this is to be shown in a figure, it will form an intricate web instead of a linear food chain. Such an intricate network is called a food web. Again I am given here, it look like what? Yes, it is a food web. Okay, 4 or more than 4 food chains are interconnected here. Shall I go to next? Next one is energy pyramid. Energy pyramid. An energy pyramid is a graphical representation showing the flow of energy at each trophic level in an ecosystem. So what is meant by energy pyramid? Energy pyramid is a graphical representation showing the flow of energy at each trophic level in an ecosystem. See here children. Yes, this is the example of energy pyramid. Yes, first one is what is present here? Producers. And next trophic level. That energy is flowing from one trophic level to next trophic level. That's why it is called energy pyramid. Why we are here? Here it is a pyramid like structure. So that reason I will tell you next session. Okay. See here why we can't make here that square or rectangle shape. Here it is triangle shape. That's why it is called energy pyramid. Why it is like this? Children, see here energy pyramid means that energy is flowing from one trophic level to the next trophic level. That energy is here. First one is what? Producers. So producers will prepare their food. Okay, with the help of the sunlight. So from these plants, that energy will transfer from here to herbivores. From the herbivores, who will get energy? Yes, carnivores. From the carnivores, the energy will transfer from carnivores to omnivores. So that energy is transferred from one trophic level to another trophic level. But why it is here like this pyramid shape? So when that energy is transferred, when this energy is transferred, that amount of energy is decreased. That's why here like this structure. Okay, that's why it is a triangle shape. So it is called what? Energy pyramid. So energy pyramid means what? That energy is transferring from one trophic level to another trophic level. So that energy is decreasing. That detail I will teach you next session. Okay. So children, that Lindemann in 1942 studied the food chain and energy flow through it. Charles Hilton, a British scientist, first proposed the concept of the ecological pyramid in 1927 after his study of the tundra ecosystem of the Bear Island in England. Hence, this pyramid is also called the Hiltonian pyramid. This energy pyramid or ecological pyramid, or it is otherwise called as what? Hiltonian pyramid. Why? Because of the scientist name. Who is the scientist? Charles Hilton. Okay, British scientist first proposed the concept of the ecological pyramid. That's why it is otherwise called as what? Yes, Hiltonian pyramid. Okay, so ecological pyramid or energy pyramid or Hiltonian pyramid. So children, see here the energy pyramid, that means important facts. Each level in the food chain is called a trophic level. The amount of matter and energy gradually decreases from producers at lower level on top, consumers at the highest level. So children, see here, this is the producers, this is producers. So here how much of energy is there? So that energy will transfer from here to herbivores. So that time that energy is released, some amount of energy is released in the form of heat. Some amount of energy is utilized by these plants. So that energy level, when it transfer from here to the herbivores, that energy level is decreasing. That's why it is called what? Is a pyramid like structure. That's why it is called energy pyramid. So that from the herbivores, that energy, who will eat these herbivores? Yes, who will eat these herbivores? Carnivores. So that energy is transferred from herbivores to carnivores. But how much of energy? Yes, less amount of energy will go from herbivores to carnivores. That's why gradually decreasing. That energy, amount of energy is gradually decreasing from one level to another, one trophic level to another trophic level. That's why it is called what? Energy pyramid. So some more points we are going to study in next session about this energy pyramid. Children, understood today's topic? So today what we had studied? Children, today what we had studied? Yes, ecosystem. The definition of ecosystem, factors related to an ecosystem, and the different trophic level. How many different trophic level? Yes, 4. The name is, yes, primary consumers, secondary consumers, apex consumers, and omnivores. And who is called here? Producers, plants. Next, what we had studied? Food chain. Example of food chain and definition of food chain. Food chain means what? Interaction between producers, consumers, and saprophytes. That means decomposers. Okay. And next one, food web. What is meant by food web? Next one is introduction of energy pyramid. Energy pyramid means what? Graphical representation. Graphical representation of energy pyramid, and from one trophic level to another trophic level, that energy is what? Decreasing. So that's why finally it looked like what? That graphical representation, it looked like pyramid like structure. That's why it is called energy pyramid. Okay, so the amount of matter and energy gradually decreases from one trophic level to another trophic level. Why it is decreasing, and these all things we are going to discuss in next session. So children, I hope you understood today's topic. Yes, Sairam students, thank you.